I'm Nick Francis from The Sun. I'm here in Bushey near Watford to test out the use of a water cannon. There's been a lot of talk in the last few days about using water cannons to quell the violence on the streets in Britain. I'll be wearing safety equipment, obviously. These things can take your eye out, and in a real situation it would be an armoured personnel carrier shooting off water cannon from the top. In this case, we're going to use a fire engine. It's the same amount of pressure, it's the same water cannon that would be used. So this is Bob from Bob Smoke Special Effects. He's the man who's going to make this possible for us today. Before anything happens, I need to be coated in a foam which will absorb the pressure, absorb the shock of the blast. These things can bruise, even break ribs in a real riot situation.
Come on then, let's go! Let's have it! You want it? Come on!
So you can see how powerful that is. It knocked me on my bum in seconds flat. My goggles were blown off. I feel a huge bruise forming on my shoulder here. Now that isn't even as powerful as the police would use in a riot situation, but it gives you a pretty good idea. As you can see, I'm soaking wet and I'm freezing cold. A good point to make actually is once rioters are wet and cold on the streets, they're going to want to go home, regardless of the fact they've been knocked on their backside and battered and bruised. It's a horrible state to be in. They're going to want to go home, get dry, which is what I'm going to do now.